Last night, I went to see Civil War, and honestly, it was everything that I thought it was going to be. This may possibly be the most violent movie that I have ever seen in my life. Now, it's not gory in a sense of like the Saw horror movies, but the violence was everything that I imagined it to be. But right off the bat, if you were to ask me, was it a good movie or a bad movie? I would definitely say it was a good movie, despite what happens. I've been looking forward to this movie for months, and I have to say that this is A24's first big budget movie, and it shows. Without getting into big spoilers, you have the President of the United States in his third term, who is played by Nick Offerman. And the United States is going up against Florida, California, and other regions throughout the country. And it starts off with the president and his speech saying that they will prevail. Here is the map. You have the Loyalist states throughout the Northeast and the Midwest, what is traditional United States against the Florida Alliance. And then you have the Second Republic of Texas and the Republic of California and the Western forces. The movie is centered around four photojournalists plus Stephen McKinley Henderson. I couldn't find a picture of all four of them together, but the movie is about these journalists. Of course, you have Kirsten Dunst, who I thought did a great job. And their goal is to go to D.C. from New York City to interview the president, but there isn't a direct route from New York City south to D.C., so they have to go westward around Pittsburgh, through West Virginia, through Charlottesville to get to D.C. Talk about a road trip from hell, the things that they see on their journey in these isolated towns. You have towns that either act like there's a civil war going on or don't even acknowledge that it's happening. And there's just complete lawlessness, chaos, and of course, being photojournalists, they're all up in the action, right behind soldiers of different forces, getting all the action, getting all the shots. There's one particular scene that sticks out to me, played by Jesse Plemons, who is also Kirsten Dunst's husband. That particular scene for me really put the movie even more in this dark and chaotic place. This movie for me represents the ultimate nightmare to possibly happen in the United States, and I think that was the whole point of the movie. In this movie, there was no good side. It wasn't the loyalist side. It wasn't the other territories. Every side was bad. The country was in chaos. Morality seemed to be thrown out the window. And to me, there's nothing more horrifying than that. This is more scary than any horror movie that I've ever seen. Because after thinking about this movie, I would consider it a horror movie. And I just want to say that even though there's a lot of things that happened in this movie that were messed up, it was a great movie. It was an original story. Major props to Alex Garland. I was just so impressed, especially with battle sequences. They were top notch. The sound effects were probably the best sound effects that I've heard probably since Oppenheimer. It's actually everything that I expected and even more, because it told so much without having to say so much. The visuals, what a great movie. I definitely recommend it. If I were to rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel confident right now, as of today, saying I would give it a 7.5, which is a really good rating. Alex Garland's done great work, and I specifically remember 28 Days Later, which came out, I think, in 2001 or 2002, and it starred Cillian Murphy, which is funny. I just checked that movie out to watch again from the library. Very weird that I'm going to see Civil War, and I just checked out 28 Days Later. But if you haven't watched Civil War, I highly recommend it. You're probably not going to like what happens in the movie. That's natural. I hope you will check out Civil War. I thought it was a great movie despite what chaos I witnessed in it. And I think that was the whole point of the movie, to show us what could potentially happen in our great country. And I just hope you'll give this movie a chance and hopefully appreciate it for what it is, like I did. Thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, show reviews, and book reviews. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Thanks.